Hello and welcome to the Miami County Foundation's Grant Distribution Celebration. We're here at the St. Patrick's Soup Kitchen in Troy, Ohio. I'm Cheryl Stiffel-Francis, the Executive Director of the Miami County Foundation, and it is my privilege to introduce, probably speaking, well, maybe not the last time, we still have our fall grants, but I get to introduce State Representative Richard Adams. Dick Adams has been on the Board of Directors for the Miami County Foundation since really the beginning, which has been about 27 years now. He's just an asset to the organization, and he serves as our grant distribution chairperson, and I think he has done that probably for 27 years. So would you welcome Dick Adams?
Thank you very much. Cheryl, your enthusiasm is contagious, and there's no reason why, along with the money, we shouldn't have you talk to this group at least twice a year just to share your enthusiasm with them. So thank you very much, Cheryl. Cheryl mentioned that in 50 days she was going to be 50. You know, it's very coincidental because a little over 50 days ago, I was 50. So we have that in common. I'm delighted to have several members of our foundation board of directors with us, starting with our president, Andy Pratt. Andy, if you would, he's raising his hand. And I see Dan Dickerson's back there. Would you? Yes, he's waving. Lisa Baker is over here. She's going to be helping us get you up to the microphone to take no more than 3 minutes to share with the entire group what this money will be utilized for. Dave Larson, I saw, he's over here, right? Dave, good to see you. And Joe Duncan, there's Joe over there waving by the door. Ginger Godfrey is here. She's in the kitchen. Hi, Ginger. Good to see you. And I think that represents all of our board members that I've seen. Are there other board members here that I've not seen this morning? Good. They work hard on your behalf and on behalf of the community. I would invite you to recognize them. Andy, I understand we also have several donors here today, and we're delighted to have donors join us. If you are a donor to the foundation, the Miami County Foundation, would you stand that we might recognize all of you? Oh, good. Thanks for being with us. We also have several of our ambassadors here. Would the ambassadors for the foundation stand, please? Well, maybe they're shy or they're out doing whatever ambassadors do. In any event, we appreciate the ambassadors' help. The foundation, as you know, has been in operation for several years, and the whole objective of the foundation is people helping people to help people. And we do that through the efforts of our donors as well as our board members who have the responsibility for the investment portfolio. And then twice a year we share the proceeds from that with nonprofit organizations here in Miami County. And as a result of that, the money is leveraged because I suspect in practically every case, Cheryl, the individuals today who will be receiving a grant on behalf of their organization has other money that will be put with that so that the work of their volunteers as well as the other resources they have will represent an even bigger investment in the people of Miami County. Well, we've heard from Cheryl, and now it's time to get started. Lisa is over here, and you know, I'm not sure how many people who have been involved with the St. Patrick's Soup Kitchen are here today. It just seems like a relatively short time ago when I was here, a train went by and we were having the grand opening, or the ground breaking, and now we're having the grand opening and that train's going by again. But in any event, we want to congratulate you on what you've accomplished, and we also want to express our appreciation to you for inviting the foundation to conduct this distribution here in a great facility, a fantastic addition to the resources of Miami County. So what we're going to do is try to expedite this. Our goal is always to get this finished in an hour, and to do that, we're going to need your help. Number one, don't go over the 3 minutes when you tell us how much money you're receiving and what you're going to do with it. And secondly, pay attention to Lisa, because we're going to have you come in groups with the idea then that after you've finished you can return to your seats and we'll go ahead with another group. So with that, I think we have our first recipient.
Good morning. My name is Brad Hall. I'm the Assistant Superintendent with Piqua City Schools. Piqua is receiving 2 grants from the foundation totaling $2,425. The first to support a Brain Pop subscription for a classroom at Washington Intermediate School. The second to support dance marathon activities at Piqua High School. So on behalf of the Piqua Board of Education, the staff and students, I want to thank the foundation for the continued support of opportunities for our students. So thank you.
My name is Omar Lozano, and I'm the choir director at Miami East Local Schools, and this is my right-hand man, Ken DeWeese. On behalf of the Miami East High School Muse Machine, Mrs. McGrillis, or Madame McGrillis, wanted me to read the following. The Miami East High School Muse Machine Club would like to thank the Miami East County Foundation for the generous grant to help pay for membership to the Dayton-based organization. Because of this grant, all of the high school students will have the opportunity to become members and see both in-school and out-of-school performances, such as the Dayton Ballet, Dayton Opera, Dayton Contemporary Dance Company, Dayton Philharmonic, and the Human Race Theater. These experiences that students would never have had had not been for your generosity. Thank you. And on behalf of the Miami East Music Department, junior high, and honor choir, I want to thank the foundation for their generous grant to help pay for 4 3-tier risers with back rails. Because of this grant, students will have the opportunity to all fit on the risers and be safe, not fall off. And this class has grown from 12 in 2009 to 70 today. So thank you very much for your generosity.
Hi, I'm Biffy Netter. I'm from Covington High School, and I would like to thank the Miami County Foundation for generously granting me the money to put 4 new computers in my classroom, a new printer, a document scanner, and it is because of this grant that my class will be brought into the 21st century with the ready access to tools that all students need and that computers can provide for us. Because of this foundation's grant, Mrs. Crawford, another teacher, our art teacher at Covington High School, will be able to implement a photography program in the art class. And finally, with the money received today, Mrs. Burns, an intervention specialist at Covington High School, will be able to purchase an interactive projector. So thanks again to the Miami County Foundation for your generous grants.
Good morning. My name is Lorna Swisher. I'm the Executive Director of Main Street Piqua. The grant dollars that we're receiving today will be used to be matched with a whole bunch of other money to purchase new Christmas banners for downtown Piqua. When we did streetscaping about 12 years ago, we purchased a full set of banners. They've just had a little bit of a beating from the weather, and we're looking to replace those banners. So we appreciate the support of the foundation, not only for this grant, but all the other things they do for us. So thank you.
I'm Kaylin Young, and I'm the president of the Miami County Junior Fair Board, and I'd like to thank this foundation for the grant money that will be used to pay for ribbons and trophies and other things that make the Miami County Fair a place where memories are made and help aid the over 1,000 youths participating in over 70 events that take place over the week of fair. Again, thank you.
I'm Megan Lemaster. I am the ESL teacher for Beth Local Schools, and I would like to extend our appreciation and our gratitude for the grant we received for our English language learner population, which has been steadily growing each year. This grant will be used to purchase iPads, which we will use to access resources online. Our district is in the process of purchasing a new language arts textbook series, and many of those resources will be online, so we'll be using the iPads with the English language learners for that purpose. So thank you very much for accepting our proposal, and we are very appreciative.
Good morning. I'm Jolene Scalise, the school counselor at the Van Cleve 6th grade building, and I am proud to announce that we have had a successful year for our first year of the character education program at the 6th grade building. The Miami County Foundation, along with partnership from the Miami County Recovery Council, their prevention staff, has really helped with our students' team building, leadership, and helping just implement this program. We recognize character traits each week, and the students are given activities to complete at their choice, and then also as they are caught performing the random act of kindness or showing the trait of hardworking responsibility, the teachers have on supply tickets for them to pass out. Johnny, great job getting your homework done tonight. And it's amazing. The tickets have really inspired the students to work harder, and it's not so much that their name gets put into a drawing. At the end of the week, we draw a name for a $5 token, get random gift cards from healthy fast food restaurants, whether it's Family Video, Tim Hortons, that sort of thing. But it's not so much just the thought of winning a prize. It's, hey, I got recognized for doing something well. That being said, I wanted to give the Miami County Foundation a ticket for their showing the trait of kindness for supporting the Van Cleve Character Education Program. So I'm going to give this to Cheryl. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Jennifer Sanders. I am the Executive Director of CASA GAL of Miami County. I have about 42 right now active volunteers, and we are the voice in court for abused and neglected children. And we are very grateful that we received $1,575 to help offset the cost for my CASAs attending the Ohio CASA conference. It's a big training that I take a big group of volunteers to in Columbus every year. It's a 2.5-day conference where they really get to tailor their skills that they need to work with these abused and neglected children. And it's very important to us and our organization to be able to offer good training to our volunteers, because we feel like it really, really impacts the children that we serve. And so we are just very, very grateful that I'll be able to take this big group with me this year to Columbus to learn lots and be able to bring back to the kids of Miami County that they serve. So thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Tom Downs. I'm representing the Give Medical Ministry in Covington. Give operates by accepting donations of unwanted medical equipment and then making those pieces of equipment available to people in need. This year, the need was for walking assist equipment, such as transport chairs, rolling seated walkers, crutches and canes, and hemi walkers. The generous grant of $2,100 coming from the Miami County Foundation will allow us to fill that gap and to make those pieces of equipment available to people in need. We had also heard that Cheryl was turning 50, so we wanted to stock up and make sure we had lots of equipment to help her. So Cheryl will be looking for you. We also are receiving an ongoing grant of $625 that will be used to purchase supplies and parts. We use a lot of pine sol and bleach, and that ongoing grant will certainly help in meeting that need. So thank you again, Miami County Foundation, for your ongoing support. It's a great blessing and allows us to operate and meet the needs of people in Miami County. So thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Steve Wright, chairman of this year's Fort Riley Gathering, and we're entering an exciting year. We're going to change our dates this year to Labor Day, and also going to expand the gathering to include more downtown stuff. So we're going to have evening entertainment, and we want to thank the foundation for the generous grant of $5,000 to pay for the big band we'll have there that evening, and we just want to thank everybody for who's attended in the past. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Smith, and I'm the director of the Center for Early Learning at Piqua Catholic. And we are a new preschool in Piqua, and this being our first year, I'm very grateful, and on behalf of the students and families and teachers of the Center for Early Learning, I would like to express my gratitude for the grant totaling $1,400 that will be used to upgrade our security system at our preschool. And this upgrade will also allow for the parishioners of St. Boniface to utilize our preschool as well to maintain the accessibility into the preschool wing. So thank you, Miami County Foundation, for the generous grant.
My name's Dick Steinem, and I'm the director of the soup kitchen here. And we are eternally grateful for the foundation, because right before we were supposed to open up, the city said we had to have a sprinkler system, and we did not have the money for it, so they gave us $20,000. So we've been open now about 12 weeks. We're serving probably 2,400 people a month. And the foundation's been helping us since 1996. So in July, it'll be 18 years. And we feel this is a very vital service to the city of Troy and its low-income residents. So we want to really thank the foundation for all their help in the last 18 years. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ann Robinson, and I represent the Seroptimus International of Tipp City in Upper Miami Valley. And with me also representing us is Stephanie Rodeman and Marie Peterson. We did receive a $2,000 grant from the foundation. We are one of the first-time recipients or asking for funds of this sort. Seroptimus is a group of business women and professional women who volunteer their time, their talent, and their treasures to assist and help other women and children to improve their lives in a lot of different forms and missions. One of the things we observed and found out was happening is that in Miami County, we have 20,000 potential victims of breast cancer. And what we're offering with this one, we're calling it a new program that we're operating. It's called Travel for Treatment. And these funds will be used to help assist women who have been diagnosed with breast cancer to receive treatment, to take them to and from hospitals, physicians, meeting groups, so they can get the treatment they need without the loss of additional income by maybe having to have their husband take off time from work to take them, or in the case of single moms, trying to find some way of getting there on their own. We are partnering with a group called Pink Ribbon Ladies, or Pink Ribbon Girls, pardon me. They already have their program in place as far as for transportation, but they're covering a 9-county area. So we, in turn, this is a two-part grant, or two-part system, I should say. This is the first part. We're applying for larger grants from other locations. Our goal is to get a vehicle simply designed for Miami County. It will be left here in Miami County, and it will be used to help transport. Right now, Pink Ribbon Girls have 2 vehicles, but they're covering 9 counties. It's just not possible to get that many there in time for treatments. And so a lot of ladies are having to rely on buses or rely on neighbors to help them and what have you. This way we're going to make it very easy for them, and this grant is going to help us get started on that point. So thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Joshua Bornhorse, principal for Piqua Catholic School, and I'd like to thank the Miami County Foundation for the generous grant of $4,000 to help send our 7th and 8th grade students this year to Washington, D.C. It's been an annual trip at Piqua Catholic School. Of course, costs keep going up and up for hotels, for busing, everything, but we feel it's a very important trip for the students to learn all of the memorials and everything, the history that they learn on this trip is just so very vital, and we thank the Miami County Foundation for helping us continue this tradition. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Pam Clausen. I'm a volunteer with a group called DREAM. Stands for Dedicated Rescue Efforts for Animals in Many Counties. We are a dog rescue primarily. We rescue, rehab, and rehome dogs. We are made up totally of volunteers. And when we pull the dogs from the shelters, we rely on our foster homes to get the dogs socialized, vetted, and ready to be adopted. The $240 that we receive from the foundation will help support the 2 vaccine clinics that we have per year. We also have 2 spay and neuter clinics per year to help with the low cost that people can come in and make sure their dogs are spayed and neutered. Again, thank you so much for your support.
Good morning. My name is Teresa Noak, and I am here representing Troy Civic Theater. And on behalf of the members of Troy Civic Theater, we want to express our appreciation to the Miami County Foundation for the very, very generous grant so that we can do some upgrades to our facility. We will be replacing the carpet in our lobby so that when people come in, they get a much better experience as far as the aesthetics of the building. So we are just so grateful and so thankful, and we very much appreciate it.
I'm Pam Hitchcock. I am the Discipleship Director at Hoffman United Methodist Church in West Milton and also pastor out at Potsdam United Methodist. And the grant that we received from Miami County Foundation for $600 goes toward our summer lunch program for children and in-need senior citizens of the community. We have expanded to 3 sites. We started with just 2. Now we serve at 3 different churches, 1 in Potsdam and 2 in West Milton in different locations. This will be our 7th year. Last year we served over 1,500 meals over a 7-week period, and then we also compile take-home bags for the kids in the couple of weeks before school starts so that we're sure that they have enough food. And we appreciate the Miami County Foundation and their generosity. This is, I believe, the 3rd time we've received a grant for this program. And we're called the 5-2 Lunch Bunch, and we're so named because Jesus provided for so many with just 5 loaves and 2 fishes, and he always seems to provide for our lunch program. We always seem to have enough. So we appreciate Miami County Foundation for being part of that, giving us enough. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Deb Oxman with Brockner Nature Center, and first of all, I can't believe that I'm standing in this room with all of these people. This is pretty amazing to see what the Miami County Foundation does in our area. And I'd like to thank them for the support. We are going to be creating a new enclosure for our newest wildlife ambassador, a very beautiful female coyote, so come and check her out.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Bender with Clubhouse through Dream Builders Group, and we are just very grateful for the Miami County Foundation on the donors that make this possible. Clubhouse has been receiving funds from the foundation for many years, and we just don't know what we could do without that. With this grant, $2,100, we will be providing healthy snacks to over 120 children in Troy and Tipp City through our clubhouses. Clubhouse has teenagers that actually design and run 110 days of activities for children that have limited opportunities, totally free to the children and their families. And we're providing healthy snacks, but we're also, this summer, this money will be provided to bring Boonshoft out, and also our teenagers who design the summer programming will be doing at least 1 day of educational programming for the kids, whether that's having a banking day or a Dr. Seuss day. We're trying to help the kids continue their education this summer. So thank you very much, Miami County Foundation.
Hi, I'm Cindy Miller, Executive Director of Covington Outreach Association. We want to thank Miami County Foundation for the $1,949 grant. They have been supporting us since at least 2000. $1,250 of it is for utilities and food assistance. The other portion is for a new laptop for our treasurer. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Steve Schreffler, and I represent Troy Lunch Club. We have a summer feeding program. Last summer, we had 4 locations here in Troy, and this summer we're going to have 5 locations. We, last year and the years in past, distributed about 6,000 meals over 10 weeks. This year there'll be more, and we want to thank the foundation for $900 to help us with this effort. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cinda Hambush-Pinkerton, the Director of Education at the Miami County Park District. And with me today, I have Scott Myers, who's our Executive Director of Miami County Parks, and Casey Reed, one of our administrative naturalists who actually wrote the grant for us. Thank you. And we are so grateful for this grant. One of our goals at the Miami County Park District is we are battling a very horrendous disease called NDD, Nature Deficit Disorder. And I don't know how many of you have ever heard of that. You've heard of ADD. But something that's running rampant in our country is kids and families and adults are disconnected from nature and the out of doors. And they're finding there are a lot of emotional and physical detriments that go along with kids choosing to be inside, you know, at a TV or controls of a video instead of outside playing and running around and connecting with nature. And so with this grant, we have developed a high adventure program that's aimed at the tweens and teens in our society. As they get older, they have a tendency to migrate away from the out of doors, and this is to help introduce them to the fact that they can, you know, we're bringing into our Banana Slug Hug the Earth Festival, zip line, high ropes, rock climbing wall, and a tree climbing experience to help introduce these kids to, you know what, nature's still exciting even when you're a tween, even when you're a teen, and they can get introduced to it and know that, you know, maybe instead of asking for a video game for their birthday, maybe they'll get a ticket to go and ride a zip line through Hocking Hills or through Camp Kern of the Woods. So this is going to help us reconnect our community to the outdoors and nature and make our kids and our families healthy physically, emotionally, mentally. And thank you so much, Miami County.
Good morning. I'm Tom Dunn, Superintendent of the Miami County Educational Service Center. Most of the services we provide are for the most significantly disabled students in Miami County. We serve those students in the school districts within the county. One of the special things that we do in the spring, however, is for students that have enjoyed great success. So we hold a banquet for all the valedictorians and salutatorians in Miami County. We ask them to come with their parents and we honor their achievements. We also ask them to bring with them the teacher that had the most impact on their lives. And they stand in front of a room full of people and tell everyone what the teacher meant to them, how they supported them, how important they were with their lives. We give each the teacher, we give the student a plaque. We also cater in a dinner, and the $1,300 that the Miami County Foundation gives to us allows us, along with the Troy Foundation, along with private donors, and along with our own Board of Education, allows us to have a very nice event. It's one of my most favorite events that I'm ever a part of. So thank you very much.
Good morning, my name is Scott Bloom. I'm the principal over at Milton Union High School, and kind of to allude to what Deb said, we're very thankful for everything the foundation does for us. A lot of the programs that we've offered over the summers never happen without their support. It's just me sitting by myself in the school, so, and that's not very interesting. So we had 3 grants that actually were funded. The first was for our show choir. They travel all over the region. They perform for a lot of groups. They have a lot of equipment that goes with them, so they were able to support a thing that holds their keyboard, so they actually have music when they're dancing and singing. Again, it's kind of a vital part of what they do. The second was for our Freshman Focus program. We're in our 8th year of doing that. That's where we connect upper class students with our incoming 9th graders. It's a student-run mentoring program. It's now branching all the way down into our 5th through 8th grade as well, where we have upper class students who are with those 9th graders, 8th graders daily, helping them with academics, helping them with social skills. We do a whole summer program with that. That's been fantastic to run. And finally, and Cheryl mentioned this, ours was the 3D printer. That's the other thing that we're offering. That will be a part of our CAD technology computer-aided drawing program. What will happen is the kids will actually be able to take home with them a 3D, or I shouldn't say 3D, an actual replication of what they design. We're very excited. We're going to work this over the summer with our students as a day camp for kids to try this. And you can come and see what we're doing. We'll have them on display. So again, thank you to the foundation. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Mike Rindler with Pickle Fire Department, and our dive team has received a grant for $12,500 to replace dive equipment and to upgrade some stuff. A lot of things we do when you think of the dive team is obviously rescue, but a lot of times it goes from rescue to recovery. But when they're in the water, they get exposed to a lot of nasty stuff on the bottom. The last time they went out, they were actually spitting sediment afterwards because the regulator goes into the mouth. And with this grant, they'll be able to get full face and full encapsulated equipment. So thank you very much. And Rhonda, she was a grant writer, so we're appreciative of her too.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Seth Foote. I'm a lieutenant with the West Milton Fire Department. And thanks to the generosity of the Miami County Foundation, we're also able to procure, actually replace some dive equipment that we have. We're going to be buying 2 new dry suits for our dive team that have become unusable since they've had enough wear and tear over the years. So on behalf of West Milton volunteers in our community, thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Lee Adams. I'm Assistant Chief from the Lockington Volunteer Fire Department and the President of the Lockington Volunteer Fire Association. Along with Piqua Fire Department and Covington Fire Department, we provide fire and emergency services in Washington Township, Miami County, and then also along with Fletcher, Covington, Piqua, Mutual Aid with their organizations. And also, for the first time anyone can remember, we were in Casstown a couple weeks ago for a little incident they had there. What the Miami County Foundation has done for us this year is to help us to provide medical physicals for our firefighters. Out of the 1 million or so firefighters we have nationwide in the United States, we lose about 100 every year in the line of duty deaths, and we have about 80,000 line of duty injuries. And while most of those that you may hear about in the news were related to traumatic incidents on the scene where someone goes into a very hostile fire to try to find someone who is inside, the vast majority of those injuries and fatalities are related to underlying medical conditions. You know, firefighters are in a very heightened state when they respond to these emergencies, and they're very much more susceptible to cardiac injuries and those kind of things. So the medical physicals are very important for us, and we've not been able to do those until we had assistance from the Miami County Foundation here in the last couple of years. And we have found over the last 2 years blood pressure issues, firefighters have issues with their blood sugar, firefighters who have some vision issues that they didn't have diagnosed, and we've been able to help them to watch those issues and to modify the things that they're doing on scene and to help them to be safe. So the Miami County Foundation has been a big help to us, the Lockington Volunteer Fire Department, and we greatly appreciate their support. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm John Jung, and today I'm representing Gwinsburg Church, which is the fiscal agent from the Miami County Continuum of Care. The Continuum is starting a program called Rides to Work. We had a donor who donated 2 vehicles for us to get people to work who have been unemployed, who have been abused, who have been homeless. So the idea is to get people independent, and work is the best way to do that. So the foundation has granted $6,700 for that program. We trust that there will be additional matching grants, and we're very excited about the fact of getting people independent, working on their own. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Dorothy Crusoe, the Executive Director of Community Housing of Miami-Dade and Shelby County for the Tri-County Board of Recovery and Mental Health Services. The Miami County Foundation gave us a very generous donation of $1,960 for bed-bug resistant mattresses. for your friends and neighbors and Miami County residents who find themselves severely and persistently mentally ill, homeless, or returning home from prison. I thank you so very much to help us reduce the impact of being homeless. Now I have to put in a plug. We say a couple things at Miami County Housing, that no one should be homeless. We got a very, very generous HUD grant, and no one should be homeless in Miami County. We can prevent homelessness. I think part of that is because people don't know. And so our community partners like Dick and Barb at the Family Abuse Shelter help distribute that. So if the person is homeless, we can rehouse them. If they're about to be homeless, we can keep them where they are. So we believe that housing is part of the recovery process, and you are all a part of that, and thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Sharon Diaz, Vice President of Tipp Seniors. We got a very generous grant of $10,000. We are looking to build a new facility. Our facility is very small. The main room only is able to house 80. Right now we have like 70 every Thursday for lunch. So our parking is also horrendous. The $10,000, along with the funds we put with it, is to do the architecture and the engineering for the new site for our new building. Thank you very much, Miami County Foundation.
Hi, I'm Ann Hoover, and thanks in large part to the Miami County Foundation Piqua Compassion Network, our programming has more than doubled over the last 7 years. And this grant we've received today of nearly $3,000 is aimed at our most critical volunteers, which we are largely volunteer-based, and that is we have so many seniors. And since we've grown so much, we are now located in 2 very separated classrooms. So we don't have phones enough, and our senior volunteers, who often are a little achy, have to get up and walk from one room to let people in the other classroom know that there's a phone call. So we're replacing our phone system, and our volunteers are very grateful. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Sherry Rose, Director at Bradford Public Library, and I've brought with me today one of our staff librarians, Chris Paulsgrove. And anyway, we were very, very pleased to accept a grant for our new makerspace. And as far as a makerspace goes, many of the libraries or other institutions around the country usually have a wonderful room, and they put into this room lots of tools and lots of craft materials and so on. We can't do that. We have a beautiful community room, but we needed something else. So with $2,099 accompanied by the Eagles from Covington also gave us a donation, and we've put that all together, and we are getting a portable makerspace. And just to let you know what this is, a makerspace houses a community of makers. It's a place where someone would come to learn how to use a new tool or material in a new way, or to see what others are working on because they might want to help out on that project or start something similar. Ideally, your makerspace should be conducive to inspiration, collaboration, and conversation. And I have to say that our community really does that. I'm sitting over here by a number of people from the Bradford community, and most of them work also with the public library as well. We do with what they're coming. Stacy's coming up. She's going to be talking about the depot. Stacy also is one of our staff librarians at Bradford. Scott Biesecker, who's the IT person at Bradford, is also our IT person at the public library. We work together. And beside him is Dr. Angela Wendell. She's going to be talking about the 3D printer that's going to go right along with our makerspace, because we are working on a variety of things such as STEM activities, science, technology, engineering, and math this summer for summer reading. So we are very, very excited to see our community here well represented. And thank you, Miami County Foundation, for everything you've done for us.
My name is Stacy Lehman, and I am the director of the County Line Christian Association. The main focus of the CCA is the Depot building in Bradford, Ohio, which was started as specifically just as a youth center in Bradford, someplace for the kids in town to come and hang out on the weekends, get them off the streets, get some good positive mentoring relationships with adults there. But our building has also become a center of many ministries in Bradford. Our resource center, the Bradford Food Pantry, is housed in our basement. We have an appliance ministry where we lend appliances to people whose stove goes on the fritz and they can't replace it right away. The summer lunch program runs out of our building. Girl Scouts meet there. Bradford Covington Youth Soccer Association meets there, as well as several Sunday school classes come in and out on Sundays. The building is really a center, not just for youth anymore, but for many people in the community, both young and old. Miami County Foundation has helped us many, many times through the years to help us get our building weatherproof and watertight and energy efficient with new roofing and new windows and doors. Wonderful things to help us get our building shored up. Last year, during a work day in the spring, we discovered we were not alone in the building. We have termites. And so Miami County Foundation has generously given us $1,387 this year to help us eradicate those critters and keep that building open to serve the community for many, many years to come. And we do appreciate everything they've given us. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Bethany Brubaker, and I'm the Director of Operations at Partners in Hope. Last year in 2013, we were able to serve 890 families and individuals in need from the Troy and Casstown community. Today, we're receiving a grant from the Miami County Foundation for $875, and we are also receiving a grant from the John and Jean Dugan Family Fund. This money will be used to provide utility assistance for families locally who are in need. And I would like to thank the foundation for their very generous support.
Hi, I'm Anthony Orsini. I'm the director of the Tipp City Library. The grant funds that we received will be used to replace our public computers. Every month we serve about 1,000 people with homework help, job searching, any computer needs that they have, and keeping our computers up to date and reliable are really important to our citizens. So we thank you for your support.
Hi, I'm Debbie Frazier, Director of Green Street Daycare and Preschool, and we're very thrilled that Miami County Foundation is helping us to be able to renovate the kitchen at Green Street United Methodist Church so that we can begin to serve warm and healthy lunches to our children instead of the sacked lunches that they've been coming that don't necessarily meet those guidelines that we need them to meet. So the church has undertaken renovating the kitchen, and this is one of the steps, and we're getting a brand new dishwasher so that we can have things clean and sterilized. So thank you, Miami County Foundation, for that wonderful gift.
Good morning. I'm Scott Biesecker. I am the Director of Technology at Bradford Exempted Village School Districts. That's what the B stands for. It's not for Browns or Bengals. And for Ginger and for Sherry and Chris and myself, the sound of that train going through a little while ago was just like being home, because we are the railroaders. I want to thank the foundation once again, and this has been an ongoing privilege of mine, to give them a great deal of our thanks on behalf of our students, our staff, and our community for their generous time and donations that they have given to the Bradford Exempted Village School District, and most importantly to the students of our district. We received 3 grants. One is for our art program for digital photography that's going to purchase a couple of laptops for them. And then we also received 2 grants written by myself and Dr. Wendell for our STEM program that we started up there. I'm going to let Dr. Wendell tell you a little bit about that.
Once again, I'd like to thank the Miami County Foundation for their support and the donors as well.
With the grants that we received, we will be purchasing microcontrollers, computer equipment, and other technology equipment to support our junior high STEM program, so that they can do projects like robotics, modeling simulation, other things like that. And then for our high school department, we were purchasing a 3D printer so that they can actually see their modeling and imagination come alive, so that they have something tangible. And I just want to kind of preview, the kids are super excited. I have seniors that want to purposely fail so that they can come back. So again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Greta Kumpf, Assistant Superintendent for Tipp City Schools, and we once again want to thank the Miami Foundation for their generosity. We were very fortunate to receive 3 grants to be awarded. The first is for our 3rd grade students who are going to take a step back into Ohio's history with a field trip to Johnson Farms. They will see an educational cider house, a farmhouse, and a spring house, and that have all been established there and appear in the 1800s. That adventure is complete with a canal ride, so that's something they very much enjoy and look forward to. A second one is our middle school social studies. Those students will be enjoying new Chromebooks, and they'll be purchased from the foundation. Technology in the hands of our youth certainly truly maximize educational success. Today's students learn best when actively engaged through hands-on inquiry-based learning, which is afforded through this technology. The use of Chromebooks also is great for collaboration with our students. And the third and final one is a purchase of 5 thermometers. Those thermometers will be 1 for each of our buildings. These temporal arterial thermometers are far from, will provide accurate and durable thermometers, far from what we have right now, and are used daily and are very important for the health and wellness of our students. We appreciate the generosity of the foundation. Thank you.
Good morning. I'd like to take this opportunity. I'm Tammy Tennyson. I'm the president of the Piqua Civic Band. We are now close to our 90th year. We're very fortunate, Miami County is very fortunate to have so many wonderful community bands in the area. And we were very lucky to, and they've been very nice to us over all those years. We received $2,500 this year to put on our Christmas concert, which will be December 7th at the Westminster Presbyterian Church this year. So everybody please come. We televise it for about a month on Channel 5, and without their wonderful support, bands would not be here. So please support all your local bands. Troy has a fabulous band, Greenville, Tipp City, Sydney, so please all come out, support us. Thank you so much.
Good morning. I'm Andy Height. I'm the site manager at Johnston Farm and Indian Agency in Piqua, and would like to thank on behalf of student and adult visitors both the support that we've gained through the years from Miami County Foundation. This year we're going to lever this support with other funds and other in-kind donations to present on July 11th and 12th and 13th, a program we're going to call History Alive. If you remember, in 2003 we had Chautauqua on our site, and on that Friday and Saturday evening we're bringing 2 scholars that are going to bring history from the early times of Ohio back to our site. They will be there both nights and are going to provide workshops during the day on Saturday as well. So again, we'd like to thank the Miami County Foundation. They've been very supportive through the years. And I'd also like to thank them because Covington, Tipp City is coming to see us in a few days, and we're going to look forward to that. And just to let you know, we serve at our site more students than anybody else in the state of Ohio. We see about 5,000 students in the course of a year. So we've got 115 second graders up there in the rain right now, and I'm in where it's dry. So again, thank you for your continued support.
Good morning. I'm Mike Cargill. I'm here on behalf of the New Path, which is the local ministry arm of Ginghamsburg United Methodist Church. We serve our needy neighbors in Miami County with food support, utility support, clothing, furniture, cars. You've already heard from Tom Downs on behalf of GIVE. That's our local medical equipment ministry. All of these are under the New Path tent, if you would. We received $7,500, for which we are grateful, that will be used for utility support, food support, and new computers in our main office in Tipp City. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ann Snyder, and I'm here for Indian Hills 4-H Camp. We are kind of the best kept secret in Miami County. Most people don't know we exist. We are in Pleasant Hill. We're not just a 4-H camp. We do house band camps, football camps. I have little ninja camps, cheerleading camps. We house all kinds of camps from kids from all over the state of Ohio. I do have a band camp that drives 4 hours to camp with us. We also house weddings, corporate picnics, and that kind of thing, family reunions. So our grant money will be to make us nice brochures so we can get out into the community so people know we exist. We exist only by donations and through the camps that we house over the summer, and we house about anywhere from 15 to 2,000 kids a summer. So in order for us to continue to exist, we have to go by donations and with the community's help to keep us going. I would like to thank Miami County Foundation. They did help us put up a new cabin a couple years ago, and now they're going to help us get out into the community so maybe we can exist for another 62 years, which we have been there. So thank you, Miami County.
Good morning. My name is Shelley Calvert, and I'm the Director of Development for Troy Christian Schools. And we're so grateful to be receiving a $2,000 grant for a hydration machine for our football team. And I brought some of the guys to personally thank the Miami County Foundation. The hydration machine is very important to these guys because it will allow a big water tank to come out to the field. Right now, we're using a very antiquated system of old water bottles that are kind of being brought out and back. And as you probably know, they are, yes, they're very thirsty. And they're training in the heat of the summer. So this is a safety issue as well. So we're very grateful for this grant for them. And just to give you a little history, 2 years ago, Troy Christian Schools didn't have a football team. And last year, we were very fortunate to have Coach Steve Nolan come on board with us. And last year, these guys went 4-4 on our football program last year. And this year, they're looking forward to a great season, and they strive to go to the playoffs this year. They're going to work really hard to meet that goal. We've had a lot of support from the community, and we're just so grateful for these guys because not only for these young athletes is this important, but it brings Friday Night Lights back to our school. So it's for our whole community and for everyone. It's just a great program. We're so grateful for the Miami County Foundation, and we're so excited about this. So thank you very much. They'd like to thank you as well.
Hello, my name is Tyler Lamb. I am an offensive guard, and I'm a defensive nose guard. So.
My name is Caleb Salazar, and I play middle linebacker. That's it.
I'm Jacob Calvert. I play fullback and middle linebacker.
My name is D. English, and I play offensive guard.
I'm Elijah Sims, and I play tight end and outside linebacker.
And we would like to thank the Miami County Foundation.
Morning. I know. I am Lieutenant Chris Haynes of the Covington Fire Department, and this is our Assistant Chief Bart Weir. Bart and I were going to wear shirts to show off our physiques too, but we didn't want to show up. We really didn't want to show up the Troy Christian football team, so
Round is a shape.
But on behalf of the Covington Special Fire Department, we did want to thank the Miami County Foundation for a $5,000 donation towards the purchase of a new Jaws of Life rescue tool. We, along with the donation from the Covington Eagles, we will be purchasing a new tool which includes the pump, a ram spreader, or we're keeping our ram spreaders, and new cutters. Most people don't know that as cars continue to get safer, the steel used in them also continues to get stronger. Our tools become inadequate and cannot cut through steel. Or at this point, we have cutters that cannot cut any car manufactured after 2007. So it is a risk for us. Also, as volunteer departments continue to downsize, we are often put in situations where we might have to do more with less. Our new tool is a one-person operation, where our current tool is a multi-person operation to get it out of the truck and get it going. So this will allow us, as many as you know, this has been a rough week for us in the Covington community, and this just illustrates even more the importance of having the right tools to do our job. So we thank you all for that. Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Neil Webster. I'm president of the Troy Senior Center, the Over 50 Club. And I'd like to thank the foundation for its generous donation of $4,500 for our central heating air system. This is Tammy, who wrote the grant, our director.
I'm Tamara Baynard-Ganger, the Executive Director of the Troy Senior Citizen Center, and we are so very grateful for all the support, not just this year, but over the years that the Miami County Foundation has shown. And this money is going to go a long way. We need a little bit more money, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get it. And I've written another grant, but we definitely, it's a 28-year-old system, and that is a big center. So thank you so very much. We're very grateful.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Huber, representing Miami County Pro-Life Educational Foundation. We want to thank the Miami County Foundation for giving us a $2,120 grant. This grant will be used to further our Healthy Moms, Healthy Babies program. We implemented it last year, and we were able to provide last year about 30 babies that would not have had a crib with a crib, mattress, and a sheet to match. Now, this program is educational because the moms come into our office, which is right up the street here, and if they are in need of a crib, to get this crib, they must watch 2 videos, educational videos. The first one is mandatory, and it's a SIDS video. They take a pre-test before they watch it, they watch the video, and then they take a post-test, and the volunteer that is watching it with them or in the office discusses the SIDS video. And then after that, they choose one other video from 5 of their choice. It could be on discipline, it could be on child development, many things along that line. And therefore, we feel like we help these moms when they have their child, first of all, to provide a safe environment and a safe place for that baby to sleep, and secondly, with information on how to help raise that child. And they are welcome to come back anytime to our office and look at the other educational videos that we have. And that crib, before we started this Healthy Mom, Healthy Babies program, the cribs were donated and they were supposed to return them. Now we are able to buy, from this grant, we will be able to buy about 20 cribs, so 20 babies will have a nice place to sleep. And these cribs come from IKEA, and they convert into toddler beds. So the moms will be able to keep these beds for a long time, and they are not required to return these beds. So we want to thank Miami County Foundation really, really for providing a safe place for 20 Miami County babies to sleep this year. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Margaret Weaver, and this is Gina Heitkamp, and we're representing the 5th and 6th grade students at Newton Elementary. And I know that Newton has gotten other grants, but I believe this is the first time the 5th and 6th graders have gotten a grant. We received $2,500, and we're going to be taking that money for the student. We're going to be taking the students on an overnight trip to the Cincinnati Zoo. And this is also the first time that we're trying something like this. So we're taking around 100 students, and we're very excited about this, where they're going to be learning about nocturnal predators, so you should be happy about that. And also, there's a couple other special programs that the zoo will be putting on directly for our group and other groups that might be there. But we're sleeping overnight at the zoo, and so that's going to be a lot of fun for the children. And we're just thankful to the foundation for granting us this money and supporting our efforts at Newton. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Andrea Wackler, and I represent the Oaks-Beitman branch of Pleasant Hill Library. And we received a grant this year. We're bringing back, we heard they used to have outdoor movies in the community. So we asked for the grant to give us it provides 3 movie licenses for 3 movies. We're going to do June, July, and August for the community, as well as a huge inflatable movie screen, and just bring back the community's outdoor movie events. Thank you. Thank you.
She's mine. Do you ever have one of those employees that just gets it? She gets it. She came up with the idea, wrote the grant herself with encouragement from a board member of the foundation, and she got it. So, good job. My name's Rochelle Miller, by the way. I'm the director at the Troy Library, and this is Nancy Hargrove, who also gets it, and she is our Children's and Teen Services librarian. And every year we come here, and we're just humbled by all of you. And the board, because they get it. They get education. Safety is important, and the community is important. So thank you to the Miami County Foundation once again. Our grant does not benefit the library in any way. What that money goes for is called Miami County Imagination Library. We started in January, and it has gone beyond our wildest expectations. It is now 1,200 children, servicing 1,200 children in Miami County. What it does is provide 1 book each month to each of these children from birth to the age of 5. So if you sign your child up at birth, you get free 60 books. It not only, I mean, if many of you have probably had a tenacious 2-year-old, if you have a child running around with a book, you're going to end up reading to them. And that's one of the biggest complaints we get is, I have to read it over and over and over. And that is not a bad thing. This program is funded by, we have 5 funders currently. It is through the Dolly Parton Foundation, so it is in 4 countries. And unlike many other nonprofits that grow to a large size, we have 0 administrative costs. For $25 a year, we fund a child. So the grant that we got from the Miami County Foundation will fund 200 children. Thank you.
Yes, so we are very appreciative.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Claire Timmer, and this is Erin Cooper, and we work at the Miami County Dental Clinic. And we are so excited because we've received our first humanitarian grant from the Miami County Foundation. We're going to get $500 in the spring and $500 in the fall to go for patient exams.
In those exams, it takes a lot to do a new patient exam. It's 18 x-rays, it's the doctor, it's the hygienist, the assistant. So we really appreciate that we're going to be able to help a lot of people with this grant who otherwise couldn't afford to come to the dentist and have an exam. So we thank you.
Thanks so much.
Well, thanks to all of you who have received a grant from the Miami County Foundation today. Some 61 of you, if you were interested in how many were here receiving grants. The grants totaled today a little over $201,000. And we can start to look forward to doing this again in November, when an equal amount, if not more, will also be granted. We started in 1986. Richard Hunt, who owned the radio station in Piqua, he wanted to honor his wife and children, and so he started the foundation with the idea that it would be
a Miami County foundation, and secondly, that it would be a way of people on the foundation board to help people who are providing services to individuals throughout Miami County. It's a wonderful menu of services that are being funded. Were you not impressed with the idea that it's education and food and dogs and hydrating football players? You guys already look hydrated. And if Covington wants to look like that, you may need to get one of those hydrators. If we add today's grants to all the grants, by the way, in 1986 we had $15,000 that entire year in grants. Since then, we've invested $5.2 million in Miami County. So we want to thank you on behalf of my colleagues on the board of directors. We are so delighted that you're interested in taking the money that we have to invest in Miami County and doing the work, the planning, to make it effective in Miami County. You've really never disappointed us. You've always been very willing to help spend our money, and we are very, very grateful that you have done that. We can conclude by thanking Richard and the St. Patrick Food Kitchen for the use of the facility. Sometimes these facilities are not designed for something like this, and especially if we're going to be planning on taping this, but we think it's important for all of us to have a good idea of all of the resources available in our county. It also gives you a chance, of course, to network with other agencies and perhaps even get some ideas that you can utilize for your project, the services that you provide. So on behalf of the Miami County Foundation Board and Cheryl, thank you for participating, and we wish all of you good luck as you invest this money helping people. Thank you.